Hello everybody, this is Nevlix. Welcome back to our Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin Faith run. Part of our Souls Trilogy rerun through. I control... Oh, no. Okay. Let me see if DS4 Windows is open, because my controller is being fucking weird. Let me try closing and reopening the game. This stream is off to an incredible start. Okay. Hopefully, just all it needs is a reboot, and then it'll start working. It's still being weird. Alright, maybe if I turn DS4 Windows off? Alright, we'll see if this is the problem. No, it is not. Alright. Enable Steam input. Doesn't want to let me. Disconnect and reconnect my controller. Interesting stream start. Oh, it responded when I pressed X, so hopefully this is a good sign. Alright, there we go, we can actually start. Woo! Sorry if my voice sounds a little weird today. I think my house is coming down with like a cold or something. And I was a little sick earlier this week and allergies have been bad, so... There's a lot of, like, gunk. But enough about any sort of, like, nitty-gritty, gross details. Get back to playing Dark Souls. So as I've said before, Dark Souls 2 has largely been my favorite of the Souls games. But so far, I don't know, this Faith run has not felt very faithy at all, if that makes sense, other than using a lightning sword. Does lightning scale with Faith this time around? Okay, it does. So, there's that. How many anti-poison things do we have? Not a lot at all. Alright. I do know that we're gonna want a torch to burn the holes where the big... Oh my god. Or is this Dark Souls 1 toxic? I don't remember which of these have the big, weird monsters come out of them, so... But was there another one back there that just died? No! We're so dead, aren't we? Oh my god, how are we not dead? We actually just used all of today's luck to survive that. At least that's how that feels. Sorry, cough. Does anybody know what these things are? Or is it like the abyss creatures that we dealt with by putting the puddles on fire and that there's like never any mention of them in the lore? Down there is the giants, and I think near the beginning of the level is Lucatiel. Let's deal with this guy so that we can easily deal with the woodland child. Why do I get the feeling that this is like Dark Souls, no, not Dark Souls, Elden Ring, where you can't parry weapons like that? I don't know, just like a hunch. There we go. Woo! He actually was a lot more difficult than I remember him really ever being. We're gonna head back this way to get Lucatiel, so that we can progress her quest line, because she's one of the NPCs that you have to summon 3 times in order to finish her quest line fully. I will get a torch for this because I'm not good at seeing in these areas. There she is. I was gonna say, why isn't she down here?
I thought that might be you. You haven't changed a bit, have you? The longer I am here, the more madness I discover. A wretched place indeed, but not without traces of its former glory. What could have caused such degradation? Ah, yes. I have not thanked you for humoring me the other day. This is for you. Of course, I've no idea what it is. Our land of Mirror is surrounded by enemies and constantly at war. There is only one way up in Mirror. Join the Order and prove yourself in battle. My family had little fortune and no name. I had to carve out a piece of the world for myself, with 2 things. My sword, and my loyalty to my lord. I was raised to wield a sword from birth. Life was hard, but I never gave it a second thought. I had swift success on the battlefield, and quickly attained respectable stature. And then I came here. Have you heard of the undead? These poor souls affected by the curse. An undead gradually loses his humanity until his wits degrade completely. Finally, he turns hollow and preys upon others. And a hollow can never be human again. One can skirt this wicked fate only with the help of the souls found here. Assuming, of course, that the legends are true, I can only hope that they are.
Bum bum bum, face reveal. Oh, did my controller disconnect?
I'm sorry to burden you with talk of my fate. I suppose I've grown weary these days. I'm sorry.
Alright, we can move on now. Alright, now we can summon her for the boss fight. Oh, I'd never considered trying to... I'm not gonna do that. Judging by the fatty message, though, I'm gonna assume that the game doesn't actually let you go all the way there. Alright, let's... I'm glad I didn't use that fragrant branch earlier, because I genuinely forgot about this, this bonfire being locked behind having a fragrant branch. We will rest before we fight, but I want to write all of the things first and finish sort of exploring this area. Let's go ahead and pull out our mace for now, just because we don't... Oh. Never mind, we will keep our sword. I forgot that we didn't have the stats for the mace without two-handing. They set you up to destroy this chest. I just realized that. It has a tar pit underneath it. And there's... Oh, that's clever. I like the little, I guess, environmental hazards. Like, I'm glad that they don't put, like a weapon you can only get here or anything like that. But that will destroy the chest, right? So yeah, you've been holding an item, you go to open the chest, it shoots something at you, and you roll to avoid it, and then boom, the chest is destroyed. That's so interesting of a way to, like, I don't know, set up a hazard for the players. I feel like Dark Souls doesn't use enough environmental effects sometimes. So I enjoy them whenever they come up. Though I do get why some people wouldn't like that, because some people are here to just fight their way through a Souls game, but and when you are just trying to speedrun and like get through it really fast, I can see why that would be very annoying, but if you're trying to go through and experience it like an adventure, then it definitely feels cool to have all these environments in your way. Or at least it does to me. Something that's gonna benefit me here that I do kind of miss from Dark Souls 1, that I don't think ever comes back, is that in Dark Souls 1 you have the not enough strength moveset. I kinda like that in theory. I do understand the issues with it though, because like if you're trying to learn if you want to invest the stats into being able to utilize a new weapon, I don't remember if these stay broken between rests, but we'll find out. But I guess I get it, because like if you're trying to figure out, oh, do I like Ultra Great Swords? Do I like their moveset? So you put in enough strength to like two-hand them? Or if you, before you even put in enough strength, that's what I meant. Then if you end up not liking like Ultra Great Sword moveset, then it feels like you've wasted all of those levels that you put into strength. So I get why they got rid of it, but I do like it in the first game. Is my left bumper just not working? My controller keeps being really freaking weird. LB isn't doing anything. Yeah, I can't block. I can only parry. Maybe this cord or this controller really is dying on me, because it keeps doing weird stuff like this. Oh well. We can finish the area. And then maybe I'll reset and see if I can fix it. Oh, okay, the statue breaking stays between, but the fires don't. I thought the fires did. Okay, so you can parry Ultra Great Swords. Alright, Lucatail, get over here. We're not going to be using this mid-boss fight, so... That's not bad damage at all. I don't remember what he's weaker to, so let's try the mace too. Alright. Definitely the sword's better in this case. I figured it would be, but it's not by a whole lot. Oh no. Oh no. I've never seen that attack before. Actually, for all the time that I've played this game, I have never seen him do that beam attack. That's weird. Oh no. It stays between rests, but not between lives. Got it. Oh no. Lucatiel, please learn to dodge. Lucatiel, are you for real? Okay, yeah, it doesn't count if the NPC dies. So... we're gonna have to quit out and reset that. I've never seen the Rotten just gun down an NPC like that. That's crazy. Yeah, she had like 0 survival instinct. Alright, let's break these so that she actually might survive the walk back. And not end up so poisoned that she's dead to rights by the time we get to the Rotten. Okay. Or I can just die here. Oh. Oh, this stream has not been too good so far. Sorry about that, guys. Gameplay's been kind of mid. Stream quality kind of mid right now. long boot up. I'm gonna have to reset the game to see if I can get my left bumper working. Alright, hopefully that's a clear enough path for her. Now, I am gonna try something. If I turn my DS4 windows back on, will it fix my left bumper problem? Or does DS4 Windows, one of those, this is one of those games where DS4 Windows fucks it up. Okay, it actually did nothing. Alright, cool. Back in there, Lucatiel. Oh my fucking god. I'm trying too hard to keep Lucatiel alive. That's my fucking problem right now. I leave from one rotten to another. Or were you just watching somebody else fight the rotten? Also, welcome back, Army Productions. You have missed the scuffest part of the stream today. Yeah, shield run? I've done a shield only run of this game. Not recorded on my channel, but... Oh no. You know, it's times like that that I wish that my shield button wasn't broken on my controller right now or whatever. Yeah, we're gonna, after we do this boss fight, I'm gonna restart Dark Souls 2 and see if that fixes it. For some reason, my left bumper on my controller is reading as left trigger instead, which is really strange. Right, there we go. We beat it, and Lucatiel lived. I don't think we have anything else that increases souls. Nope. One great soul down, 3 more to go. Alternatively, I think the speedrun strat is just to get a bunch of bonfire aesthetics and then kill the rotten like 4 times. So you get 1,000,000 souls. To be fair, on keyboard, this game sometimes reads button combination as commands to do stuff. Yeah. Alright, so we are gonna restart the game real quick. Not like restart the run, but close it and reopen it. Hopefully that fixes any of the problems we're having right now. Alright, let's see if this fixes it, or if I made it worse than it was when I started the stream today. Okay, DS4 Windows seems to actively break the game's registering of my controller. Oh wait, did it? No, it's reading properly. Okay, it just took a second. My controller's been really fucky lately. I think that it's just getting past its expiration date. That or the cord for it is giving up on me. Is everything working now? No, left bumper still is reading as left trigger. And we change the Steam layout. Alright, the Steam layout is registering them as 2 different buttons. Let me turn DS4 Windows back off. Let me close and reopen the game with that off then. And if that doesn't fix it, then we'll just live with it for now. I'll experiment with some more controllers later and see if it's a controller issue or a game issue, but the only other controller I have with me is my old one that also busted down on me, so. Did I get the 2 giants? Not yet. I didn't know if my damage was good enough at the moment to deal with them. Alright, yep, LT just not working. LB just not working. Oh wait, no, I meant to fully close the game. That might be the problem. Ah, more SCUFF, more SCUFF. First the game didn't want to open for me, then my controller didn't want to function at all, and now it's only like 3/4 functioning. Let's see if we can get it to, like, almost entirely functioning. If not, then I can live with it. I just prefer having my catalyst in my left hand than my right hand, because then I can bounce between shooting spells and meleeing faster. Alright. Guess we'll just go without.
You have a cause that is more than...
Try to fix it more later. We can now one-hand the mace now, right? Yes. Cool. Break and eat, break some more souls, and I think we have some chunks that we can use. One chunk. Don't know if we're going to be able to use that, but we can try at the smith. If not, then this might be enough to level up like one more time.
I'll be around.
I still think that's enough to level up once. No. Rotten soul we can actually just eat, I think. Rotten just gives you the butcher knife, right? Double checking. Butcher's knife and butcher's knife. Yeah, it does not have any thing that we really need from it, and we would have to raise our strength more to wield it. So let's just eat it.
Bearer, seek less.
Bearer, seek lest. Alright, now, do we have any more fragrant branches? We have 2 more. So we've done the rotten. Let's go do the rat vanguard, just to get some extra souls. Ah. This lockstone lowers the bridge, right? Please be right? I am right. Yes. Yeah, because most of the lockstones are actually just PvP stuff. Which is weird, because they're a limited resource, to my knowledge. You can't infinitely farm lockstones, can you? And spending them during invasions does actually consume them, right? This whole covenant seemed flawed, unless I'm wrong about that, in which case the flaws of this covenant seem a lot less now. Do they not come out and attack you? Oh, okay, they do on the way out. Weird way to have them go about it, but okay. Damn, even with a higher attunement, we have so little in the way of casts for that spell. Actually, moveset-wise, we might want the sword here. Just because it has better sweeps. Embarrassing fact about little Matt. When I was a bouncing little baby, and this was my first Souls game that I played through, this boss fight gave me more trouble than any other. Like this was like the boss I died to probably the second most times. Where's the Mohawk one? There you are. I kind of like that aspect about this boss fight, that you have to look for, you know, which one looks different amongst all of them. It's a unique strategy that I kind of like that the rats employ, where it's like, all right, well, we probably can't beat this guy by just like sheer force, but we can beat her through stealth and evasion. I don't ever plan to join this covenant. Hopefully he doesn't have hands. Yeah, he does not have hands. Let me hit him with the good old-fashioned, Devil May Cry 3 parkour. That's what these graves sticking out always remind me of. Oop. Getting a phone call, give me 1 second. Alright, give me 1 sec. Gotta run and grab something for someone in my house. Alright, something just came up. We managed to get the rotten done today. I will see when I get back if I can do like a second shorter stream. But if not, then sorry for today being a shorter stream. We should have more coming on Saturday and Sunday at the latest. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. And in case I'm not back later today, have a great rest of your day.